Hello, my peepers. Welcome to Flosstube number 84. We have finishes from this year. My WIP Parade, and it's going to include what I did stitch on this year, my current WIPs, and whatever I have older WIPs that I did not work on at all this year. I will be showing those. They will be added in next year. And then I will be talking to you about my new starts, what I plan on stitching on next year. Doesn't mean it will all happen, but yeah. And I did forget one other thing to bring over. I'm surrounded. I am surrounded by charts and projects. Okay, I got this too. Holy moly, guys. Holy moly. Huh. I need project bags. I need those mesh project bags. I probably need to order like 20 of them. Okay, who is all here? Hi, Deborah. Hi, Deanne. Hi, Michelle. Danielle, I miss you, girl. Hi, Robert. Hi, Sammy. So, this is going to be a long stream. I'm hoping to keep it at 2 hours. I'm hoping it doesn't go over, but if it does, it does. Can't do anything about that. So, like I said, I'm going to start out with some finishes. Hi, Silver. Hi, Wilma. Julie. Yeah, have a drink, have a snack, have your pad of paper ready, and a pen or a pencil because this is going to be crazy. You're going to say, what are these women thinking for next year? We aren't. We're just going to go with it. That's all I have to say. Okay, so current finishes. During the cross stitch weekend, I have had a few finishes. I wanted at least 4 finishes this month, and I think I did that. Hi, Christy. So here we go. I just recently finished Roveris R18 Halloween. This is done on 28 count Monaco. It is dyed from my friend Kaya. She did an awesome job. And I forgot to grab those too. I'm telling you, I have so many things I want to start next year, and I forgot to grab a couple other things. I don't even know where they are. I don't know what I did with those. So, yeah, this is finally done. The section in the center that says Halloween, that took me the longest of everything on this. And this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be when I started it. But it's done. Yeah, the rest of it didn't hardly take any time. But that center part that says Halloween, I didn't think I'd ever get it done. All done in black, except for the one orange pumpkin. And then you can see there's a little spider charm. The charm came with the pattern. So, yeah. We have that. I finished Daisy Chain by Carolyn Manning. I wanted that done. So there is my finish. This is on 28 count even weave. The fabric is from Fortnite Fabrics, and the color was Serena and Venus. So, yep, it is done. And look at all this left over. So, later on, sometime in the next few days, I'm going to be cutting out. So if I don't say hi to anybody, it's because I'm busy showing stuff and missing it. So I'm sorry if I am missing you. I'm not doing it on purpose. But yep, so I have a lot of fabric left over from this. So that's a finish. This was something that a few of us started in Zoom, and we would work on it almost every Saturday, every other Saturday, I should say. So there's that finish. I wanted to finish Sneaky Spooky Spells. Who's this? Luminous Arts? Luminous Fiber Arts? Something like that. So this is done. This is done, and you can actually see the ghost a lot better in person. So I finished that. This is on a 28 count Monaco. I don't remember what the color is. It's almost like a mushroom. But yeah. So I got that done. And then my last finish this month was Autumn Favorites. Or no, Summer Goodies. Sorry. Summer Goodies by Shannon Christine. This is done on 28 count black Monaco. I was going to put beads in up here on this ice cream sandwich where the white part is and in the strawberry, but I didn't feel like pulling out the beads, so I just stitched it. But this was so much fun to stitch. So this was a start-along on the Shannon Christine's Facebook group. She did this as a start-along, and there was quite a few of us that started this. This Sneaky Spooky Spells was also a stitch-along for a couple months ago. So those are my recent finishes. Now, as you know, there was a bunch of us that stitched Spooky Gate by Mill Hill. We did this in Zoom. I do have the frame. I just haven't framed it yet. I've been keeping it with the frame. I just need to frame it. And it has this cute little cat button down here. He won't stay still. Hopefully he'll stay still once he gets in the frame. But it's a full coverage. There's some back stitching. But this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this very much. Hi, Heidi. And okay, here's my other finishes for the year. I also did Autumn Favorites by Shannon Christine. So here's Autumn Favorites. This was done on 28 count black Monaco.
You've got mail.
Oh, shut up, phone. Julie, I did get your email. Thank you very much. And I will be showing that. So yeah, there's the truck. This was a lot of fun. It's just cross stitching. There was a little bit of back stitching, but not much. Not much back stitching. This was by Ink Circles in one of the just cross stitch ornament issues. Doesn't really matter what's the front. And it's all done with black ink. It was called Fireburn and Cauldron Bubble, and just one of the just cross stitch Halloween issues. Did I say ornament issues? Yeah, the Halloween issue. So that is done, and the fabric, I don't even remember. And I believe it was Silk Weaver. But I don't remember the color. And it's more purple in person than what you're seeing on screen. But yeah, there's cats and bats and cauldrons, and I think there's witches' hats. Yeah, there's witches' hats, acorns, and yeah, this one I enjoyed doing. All done in black. Of course, we have the Supernatural Stitch Along by what? Stitchy Witch? Is that what it's called? Stitchy Witch. This is done on 28 count Monaco. and the color is Drea purple, and it was dyed by my friend Kaya. So I have like the other half of it. I still have, I can stitch on. So I'll be cutting this. I'll give it 3 inches on this side and then cut it. But yeah, so it matches cryptids. Loved stitching on this. The Witchy Stitcher. See, I'm always forgetting. I goof up the names. The Witchy Stitcher. And it was a stitch along. Okay, this is a Doreen Jones. Happy Halloween. This is a 28 count Monaco. I don't remember the color. Yep. There is a lot of back stitching in this. And I had already started stitching on this when the Facebook group I'm in is Halloween Stitching Challenges or something like that. They decided to do this as a stitch along. And I'm like, okay. I had already started it. They said that was fine. You could use a WIP. So I did. I pulled it out and I stitched on it and I finished this. This is a HAID that I started a long time ago. HAID stands for Heaven and Earth Design. You're going to hear me say HAID a lot. It's a lot quicker to say HAID than to say Heaven and Earth Designs. This was a freebie for a stitch along several years ago, and I finally finished it. And it's called Fly Butterfly. And I don't remember the artist's name. It was like Chin Chowkiewicz or something like that. But she's done. And I do have quite a bit left that I might be able to use for a story keep. Yeah, but she's done. She had a little bit of Krynic, little bit of white Krynic in this moon here and in her hair. Oh, this moon here and this moon down here. And in her hair, there was a little bit of Krynic. But yep, finally got that done. I started this many years ago. Then, my goal was to do one gnome a month. They were taking me longer than I thought, so I only did a couple of the gnomes. I am planning on doing more gnomes next year, but I'm not doing one a month. I'm just going to work on one. When that one's done, I'll start another one. I don't have a list of which ones I'm doing, so I won't be showing those patterns, but I do plan on working on more gnomes. So this is my Stars and Stripes gnome, and this was done on a 28 count, it's a Monaco. It's like a powder blue, baby blue color. And there is back stitching on this. I had a small finish. I don't have the charm, and I don't know where to get it anymore, but this is called Wise Men Come, and it's from one of the just cross stitch ornament issues. Like the first year the ornament issue came out, and this is done on a piece of linen, and I don't remember if it was 28 count or 32 count. So there's that. I had another one from the same ornament issue. This is called Christmas Kaleidoscope. I worked on this most of the time during the Winter Olympics. I did a lot of this during the Winter Olympics. This took a lot longer than I thought. There is a ton of fractional stitches. This is also done on a piece of linen. But yeah, this was bigger than I thought, and a lot of fractional stitches, a lot of back stitching. but it's done. And there's also some beads. I don't know if you can see the beads. There's beads throughout it, here and there. Not a lot, just a few. Okay, this was cryptids. And I don't remember the fabric. I had project sheets. Everything's written on there, but as far as knowing now, I don't remember. This is a green color. So this was cryptids that we all started last year, and I finished it in January. And it's on a 28 count even weave. But yes, loved it. Loved the cryptids. No, it was part of a stitch along again with the Witchy Stitcher. I did not iron any of these, so please forgive me. My other gnome I did was Embroiderer Gnome. It's a little girl gnome, so you don't have the beard like you do with the male gnomes. But yeah, she's embroidering. So what I did, they showed it just doing squiggly lines, but I did 2022. So it says 2022 in the hoop. Isn't that cute? I loved working on this. All the gnomes were really fun to stitch on. And this is done on 28 count Monaco. Isn't she cute? I love her. And then I did the Magic Kingdom gnome. And I know Crystal wanted this. I never did get back to her how much. It's supposed to be like a penny per stitch and then half a cent per back stitch. I can't count all that back stitching and the stitching, so it's a pain in the butt. But I will count all the stitching and then just figure out back stitching. But yep, so she's not done in the traditional red colors of Minnie Mouse because this is called Magic Kingdom Mouse. So she's done in more of the I don't know. It's not Minnie Mouse is more what color? I don't know. This is more orangey. It's more orange. But she's cute. I love it. And this one, oh my God, I love him. It's the Bumblebee Gnome. Isn't he adorable? And there's back stitching on this. I'm really bad. I don't frame. I don't ever finish my stuff. They sit in a huge bin, and a couple times a year I go through my bin and I look at all my finishes. It's horrible. That's how I am. Isn't he cute though? This was done on 28 count white Monaco. I just love him. What? No, they're called gnomes. No, they're called gnomes. Maybe in your country they're called something else, but here they're called gnomes. What is this one? Oh, this is Wicked Night. Primitive Hair. The primitive hair. I don't remember what the color of the fabric is. I do know it's by Silk Weaver, and this is a linen, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe it's an even weave. I can't tell. But yeah, Wicked Night, all done in black. I still have all this side, so I will be able to cut the fabric at the bottom too, because I have a lot left. A lot of fabric left. Then I have this little Christmas. It's a Christmas ornament. This is a Precious Moments or a Pat and Gloria from one of the Just Cross Stitch ornament issues that I started several years ago, and I finally finished it. Little cute teddy bear in the box says Merry Christmas. And then you were to stitch in the year. They gave you the numbers. So then I just put it on for this year. Isn't it cute? And Mirabilia's Giggles in the Snow, the boy. I finished the boy. So he's done. It says Snow Angel. There is some back stitching and there's beads all around it. You probably can't see very well. All the beads. There's a lot of bead work all around in here, in here. But yeah, this is on 28 count Monaco, the white. So I love stitching him. He is absolutely adorable. So I have this. And I finished, none of these are in any special order of when I finished it. This is Butterfly. It's done on a pink glittery opalescent fabric. I believe this was this even weave? It was 32 count. Yet I can't remember if it was even weave or linen. And I started this years ago in Myrtle Beach at one of the retreats. But it's all done with white floss. Just white floss. Very delicate, lacy looking. I love this piece. Absolutely love this. And this one here was, what was this called? I don't remember now. What was she called? It was my fairy. Autumn Harvest Fairy? I don't remember now. But yep, she's done. This is also a piece of silk weaver fabric. And it has some beads in it, some crystal treasures, some back stitching. There was Krynic in some of it, especially the butterfly wings, or the angel wings, I should say. I don't remember the name of this. Winter Fairy Dreams. That's what it's called. Winter Fairy Dreams by Nora Corbett. It was in a cross stitch magazine, an older cross stitch magazine. See, I knew I'd remember. So that is all of my finishes for this year. Yes, I'm happy with the amount I got finished. Okay. Current WIPs. My current WIPs. One that I'm working on until tonight. I believe I'm not going to guarantee that because I have a lot of HAIDs that I'm going to be working on Saturday for the 12 and 12. And some of them are on Pattern Keeper now, and I've already worked on them. So I think tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and see what I've worked on it. Hi, Mandy. I think I had like 15 finishes, Teresa. I think there was like 15. So Mandy was Mandy Niffin or Knifin. And so, yeah, now she's Mandy Spivey or Spivey. Spivey? So right now I am working on Quick Stitch Curly Tailed Rosie. It's a Haid by Annie Rodrigue. It does have some Kreinik in it, and I have this much done. And this is on 25 count Lugana. So I'm moving along, but I'm not sure how much more stitching I will get on it. It's spivvy. It's spivey. Okay, it's spivey. So I've been working on this all week and until tonight, but I do need to do some things on my pattern keeper so I'm ready for Saturday. My other current whips. I have my lawn dog sampler. It is Quinto Acuto, the pointed fifth. There are 20 pages to this chart. I'm on page 5, getting ready to start page 6. So page 5 is all the way across to the end here. And then page 6 starts down here, down in here. I have a lot to do on it. It's going to take me a while. And I will be stitching on this all day tomorrow, and it will be my first hour of stitching on Saturday. This is done on Picture This Plus Gingerbread 28 count Lugana. So yeah, that's how wide it's going to be. So I do have quite a bit of page 5 to do. Not a lot. I'm hoping to finish page 5 tomorrow. And tomorrow is the Lawn Dog Zoom tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Deanne. Okay, Deanne. So, yeah, that's how much I have done on that. I love this fabric. I want more of it. It's called Gingerbread by Picture This Plus. I'm hoping they still make it because I want more. So this will be worked on. I always stitch on this the last Friday of every month. That's what I did this year. And what I'm going to do is stitch on it every single Friday again, the last Friday of every month. And the last Friday of every month next year, we are still going to do the Lawn Dog Zoom. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you just have to be working on a lawn dog to come into Zoom. Another current WIP. Do I have one started in here? Nope. This one I will be starting Saturday. So I'm going to leave this here. Another current WIP is Haid Magic Study. I wish I had this as a PDF because I really would like to do this on Pattern Keeper. But I bought this as a paper chart. And so that's what it looks like. There is 90 colors. I forgot how many pages. And so, yeah, it's called Magic Study Rainbow Version, artwork by Rose Kahn. And I have been stitching on this quite a bit. It's done on the 25 count Lugana gridded fabric. So I think I'm on page 3. I think I finished I think that's what I'm on is page 3. And I'm doing the 10th stitch on this, which is half a stitch. I am not doing the 10th stitch anymore. I like doing the 10th stitch on this, but I think I just want to stitch with one strand and do a full cross on the rest. But yeah, that's how much I have done. It's going to take me forever to finish this. And wait till I show you. Wait till I show you. Do you have this as a PDF, Silver? If so, I would love the PDF. I purchased the pattern chart, but I would love the PDF. And I'm still working on Carolyn Manning, the pumpkin patch. And I will tell you also some stitching goals for next year and how I want to do things. So this is called, and I wish I had this on Pattern Keeper. This is the Pumpkin Patch by Carolyn Manning. I did finish this square and I'm now working on this square. And I am doing this on 28 count Monaco. Black Monaco. So, yep. There we go. So I'll be working on this during next year. I would appreciate if you could do that, Silver. Okay. And another one that's a current WIP is the Haunted Library. It is the Stitch Along by Lola Crow. So they'll look like that when it's done. I did finish the staircase. So now I'm getting ready to start working on the different chapters. So that was called, what was that? The fabric is 18 count vintage country mocha Ada. I know I don't usually work on Ada. Thank you so much, Silver. I really, really appreciate it. I don't normally work on Ada, but if it doesn't have any back stitching, well, no, the back stitching's okay. If it doesn't have any fractional stitches, I don't mind stitching on the Ada. So the next time it comes into rotation, I'm doing the Haunted Librarian. And it's just her with her stack of books in her hand. And then it looks like there's like this part of the bookcase, just one part of the bookcase. So that's what I'll be working on the next time it is in rotation. And so I will show you how much I have done. So, yep, the staircase is done. So where you see like there's nothing there, it's because there's a character that goes there. And was there back stitching? I don't think there's even back stitching on this. No, there was no back stitching. It's just plain old stitching, no back stitching. So, yep, 18 count vintage country mocha Ada. So those are my current WIPs at the moment. Now, so that's part of the WIP Parade. Now I'm going to show you all the WIPs that I stitched on this year that did not get finished. So, are we ready? And these are in no particular order. I'm just going to show you. Now I got pieces of fabric all over me. The first bin, hold on. This first bin are my BAPs, big ass projects. Okay, so this is I will also let you know if I'm working on it Saturday for the 12 and 12, or if it will also be on my WIP board. So this is Marty Bell's Rocky Mountain Christmas. This will be on my WIP board for next year. And anytime something comes up on the WIP I will be stitching on it for 5 days. So each piece will get 5 days when it gets picked on the WIP And some of the pieces are on the WIP board twice. This is a 28 count even weave. This is my oldest WIP. I started this back in 2001. It's my oldest WIP. So I call it a full coverage. It's all full coverage except the sky up here. But the rest of it is full coverage, and there's a lot of back stitching. So, yep. This would be cool if I could finish this next year, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Then I'm doing that owl, the full coverage beaded kit. So let me find the picture. Here is the picture of the owl. This is full coverage, all beads. There is no cross stitching. It's just all beads. And I want to get this back into a routine to work on it next year. And a lot of people have asked me to work on it in a Zoom. So this is all I have done. I think page 1 is done, or pretty much close to page 1 being done. But yeah, it's all beads. Isn't that pretty? So I enjoy working on this. I have to work on it here. Hi, Amanda. So, yeah, it's going to take me a long time. But I have to work on it in here on this table because of the beads. The amount of beads and all that. So that will be worked on next year. And this is on my WIP board. I think on it twice. I don't remember, but I know it is on my WIP board. Another one that is on my WIP board for next year is I Shall Wear Purple by Sue Hillis Designs. Hi, Marianne. How are you? So, yep, this is on my WIP board. And this is done on 28 count Monaco. And I have that much done. It's a big piece. So I do have a lot done. I don't think I have much left to do. So, yep. And this stitches up pretty quick. Now, each letter, some part of the letter is in 2 strands and some is 1. So what I've been doing is I'm stitching with 1 thread. And if it's a dark line to be, then if it wants 2 threads, then I go over that line twice. Because it was so much easier doing it that way than going through doing 1 and then going back and doing 2 strands for some of it. So I'm just using 1 strand on the poem, and when it's a darker line, I'll just do it. I'll go over that twice. So yeah, love this. So As you can see, I still have all of this down here to do and a little bit along the side. And again, this is on my WIP board. And then my other BAP, I keep these separate from my Hades. My Hades have their own bin. They're going to need, I'm going to need 2 bins for my Hades. This is The Storyteller by Teresa Wentzler. Teresa Wentzler takes forever. Not only is it almost full coverage, but she blends her threads, which means a lot. More than half of the stitches are with blended threads. So you have to take one strand of one color and another strand of another color, and you blend it together on a needle to stitch it. And there's a ton of back stitching. But yeah, it's called The Storyteller. And this will go to my oldest son when it's done. I don't have a lot done on this. And this is on my WIP board. I know this is a 28 count even weave. So I have this much done. That's all I have done on it. But yeah, it's, and tons of fractional stitches all in this frame. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe the amount of fractional stitches on this piece. It's unreal. So between that and the back stitching, I do small sections at a time. And I back stitch as I go along because it's crazy. You were told by your dad to never attempt? What? I had finished one. I did the castle, and that's hanging up in Justin's apartment. I did that for him years ago. Teresa Wentzler's are worth it. I have several more of her patterns that I want to do. Okay, so that's as far as those BAPs go. I'm putting them back in. I am hoping that none of these beads are spilling out. I'm trying to be careful. So yeah, that's my BAPs. Where are my Hades? I don't see them. Oh, there. Is that my Hades? That's what it says. Anyways, now we are working on Nora Corbett and Mirabilia. So when I have a rotation next year, I will have one Mirabilia I'll be working on and one Nora Corbett. Once one is done, I will pull out another one. These are not on my WIP boards. So this one is Mermaid Azure. These were all on my WIP boards this year. They are not going to be on my WIP boards next year. Now I'm trying. These zippers have been used so much that they're getting caught, and yeah. Okay, so I have 2 in here. I have this one. This is Gigi by Nora Corbett. It's one of the Bewitching Pixies. I am doing this on a piece of 28 count linen by Silk Weaver. And I have that much done. So she's 3/4 done. So I think she's going to be one of those that will put in my rotation. Because she's 3/4 done. She's not going to take me too long to do. But yep, one of the Bewitching Pixies. This does have Krynic, and whenever I stitch on them, I do back stitch as I go along, but when I'm all done, that's when I add the beads. So if anything has beads, it gets done at the end when I'm all done with all the stitching and the back stitching. There's that one. And then this is Mermaid Azure by Nora Corbett. This is done on 32 count Belfast linen by Silk Weaver. And I have quite a bit of her done. The top half is done. Now I'm working on the bottom half, but the top half is done. Even the back stitching. So when I'm all done, it does get beads. But this is 32 count Belfast linen. So like I said, a lot of these, I do not know if I will get back to them next year, but I'm going to try to get quite a few of them finished. It's getting warm in this room. I should open the door, but I don't want Zoomer bothering me. But I think I'm going to have to open the door. It's getting warm in here. Okay, so I'll put this back in the project bag. And I do use these luggage tags, and they tell what's in the project bag. And I just attach them to the zipper. That's how I know what projects are in what bag. And if I'm not going to be working on them, I'm seriously thinking about taking them out of these nice project bags, putting them in the mesh ones, and then I will use these for current WIPs. Okay, this one has 2 in here. So this is Cleo by Nora Corbett. It is another bewitching pixie. It does have Mill Hill beads and Mill Hill treasures. And I am stitching this on 28 count linen by Silk Weaver. This is the top, so I have that much of it done. And this is, the fabric's really pretty. So the Nora Corbett stitch up pretty quick, much quicker than her Mirabilias. The Mirabilias are much bigger. So like I said, one Nora Corbett and one Mirabilia will be in rotation next year. And so when one's done, I will pull out another. So I don't know what order any of these will get stitched. If they get stitched, I don't know which ones. Right now, off the top of my head, I don't know. And this is Spring Angel by Joan Elliott. So this is not a Nora Corbett or a Mirabilia. It is Joan Elliott, but she's in with these because she's pretty much the same size. This is done on 28 count Lugana Antique White. So, yeah. This has fractional stitching and a ton of back stitching on her. And a lot of Krynic. There's a lot of Krynic, which is a metallic thread in this. I'm trying to so you don't get a glare. She's really pretty. So there is that. So she will look like, let me see if I can find a picture. She will look like that when she's done. Okay. I know, this takes me a while. I have Mirabilia's August Peridot Fairy. I love the colors in this. Absolutely love it. It's got DMC, it's got Crystal Treasures, Mill Hill beads, and then there's one symbol that has a blend of two colors. August Peridot Fairy. And I'm stitching this on, I don't remember the fabric. I do know it's silk weaver because that's all I used to buy was silk weaver. So I do have that much done on it. Look at those colors. Aren't they gorgeous? I love the colors. It is a linen. I am doing this on a linen. I'm not sure if it's 28 count or 32 count. But that's part of that's August Peridot Fairy. And this is Mirabilia, July's Amethyst Fairy. July's Amethyst Fairy. And this is, I'm not sure what the fabric is. Here it is. It is a cashel. I don't know if it's, I can't tell if it's 28 count or 32 count. It is a linen, and it's by Silk Weaver. So I only have that much of it done on there. And it does have Krynic. I can see the Krynic. And it'll get beads added on when I'm done. But yeah, that's all that's I got stitched on it so far. This one is a Nora Corbett. And this is Mary or Mari. It's Mari. This has a symbol that has a blended threads. There's some Mill Hill beads and Mill Hill treasures. And I am stitching this on 28 count Cashel Linen by Silk Weaver, and the color is called Jamaica Sunset. Jamaica Sunset. So I have that much done. So I did the back stitching as I stitched it, and then there'll be beads at the end. But this fabric is so pretty. Jamaica Sunset. And this one, whoops, dropping papers. This one is Nora Corbett, Luna. And I love stitching on this, the colors. There is a symbol in here that has DMC blend, and then there's some Krynic, Mill Hill beads, and Mill Hill treasures. And this is a luminescent, opalescent, I should say, opalescent 28 count Lugana by Silk Weaver. It's called Inferno. Inferno. Yeah. So I have that much done. That's it. Just a quarter of it. But I love the colors in this too. And I probably should have brought her up more, but I'm wasting fabric, and that's okay. Because if I'd have brought her up and went 3 inches down, yeah, I would have so much fabric left over, it wouldn't even be funny. So I messed up there. But yeah, love the fabric. So that's this bin. I have another bin of Nora's and Mirabilia, so let me get that bin out. They're all lined up underneath this table against the wall, and I used my label maker to put the labels on so I know what's in the bins. So to push this up against the wall. Okay. This is a Mirabilia Shimmering Mermaid. This also has beads and Krynic. And again, the Mirabilias are a little bit bigger than Nora Corbett, but Nora Corbett is Mirabilia. And I don't see the paper for this fabric. So I don't remember what the fabric is. So I do have that much done. Oh, there's the paper for the fabric. The fabric is a I don't know what count. I think it's a linen, and it's by Silk Weaver. I believe it's 32 count, but I can't really read the paper. That's Shimmering Mermaid. Okay, Christy, bye. Have a good night. And is it the, I guess that's the only one I have in here. Yep, that's the only one in this bag. This one has Giggles in the Snow, the girl. So I already did the boy. You saw my finish of the boy. Now I'm working on the girl. So she's in the yellows. And I'm doing it on 28 count Monaco. So I got that much done. So her hat, one glove, some of her scarf. Yeah, isn't that cute? I'm loving working on these. So that's what's in this one. And we have another Nora Corbett. This is Anna. It has one DMC blend and it has some beads and treasures. And it is another bewitching pixie. Her name is Anna. And fabric is by Silk Weaver. And I have that much done. Isn't she pretty? Love the colors. Love the colors. And I'm not sure of the fabric. Most of them I have written on the project sheets. And lastly, is another memorabilia called Fairy Roses. And this has some Krynic and Mill Hill beads in it. This fabric is 28 count cashel linen by Silk Weaver, and the color is called Pixie Dust. Pixie Dust. So where is the top of it? Is that the top of it? There's the top of it. So here's the top. That's how much is done. So this probably won't make it in rotation next year. What I want to do is just do the ones that are close to being done and try to get them done. So that's it for all my Mirabilias and Nora Corbett's that are started. And these I worked on this year. All of them I worked on this year. They were all on my WIP board. But not next year. Now, I may need to move a couple things around down here so I can get to them. Okay. Yeah. This one says Hades, so my Hades will be going into it. think these need to go in with my Nora Corbetts and Mirabilia. I think. So this is S is for Stitcher. I need to find the page to show you. So it'll look like this. And it's from this magazine. It is Cross Country Stitching from June 2008. The fabric is 28 count Monaco. Like I said, I'm going to be putting this in along with the Nora Corbett and Mirabilias. So it's 3/4 done. So there's that. It has quite a bit of back stitching. There's some back stitching of words and alphabets. So again, I'm going to just put this on top of the Noras and the Miras. Okay. Then I stitched on this year, Enchantress by Doreen Jones from the Just Cross Stitch October issue from 2021. This I will be working on New Year's Eve day for one of the 12 and 12. Also, my magic study that I showed you, I will be doing the 12 and 12. This is done on the, what is it, shale? Let me see. 14 count shale Ada, because I wanted to do it in linen or even weave, and I couldn't get this color in the linen or even weave, so I got it in the Ada. But yeah, I got 3/4 of it done. So this I'm hoping to put into rotation next year. But I am working on it this Saturday. Okay, so that's all the WIPs that I have worked on this year. That's a lot. That's a lot, besides the ones I finished. Okay. If you want to know what the 12 and 12 is, go watch Just Keep Stitching, which is Pam and Stephanie. And what it is you're going to pick 12 projects. It can be brand new starts. It can be WIPs. Look at, I messed up my bangs. It can be a combination of both. You are going to pick 12 projects. And in a 12-hour period, New Year's Eve day, they're starting at noon, from noon to midnight, say. Every hour, you're going to work 1 hour on one of those projects and then switch it to the next project. So you're going to work on 12 different projects. I am starting not too long after I get up in the morning, because I have a family Christmas party from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. So that's 3 hours, between 3 and 4 hours I'll be missing of stitching time. So I plan on getting up at like 7:30, hurry up, take my shower, and start stitching until I have to leave. And I only have to drive like 10 minutes away. It's not very far. But that's what the 12 and 12 is. Okay, so 12 and 12, what I will be working on. I already showed you my lawn dog and my magic study. They are on the list. I do know that this is a stitch along that a few of us are doing. We are starting this. We were already planned on starting this New Year's Eve in a Zoom. So I was told we are starting this, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Central. I believe that's what I was told. And we will be working on Nora Corbett Minerva. There is a few of us. It is a Bewitching Pixie. They got Mill Hill beads. And I didn't kit it up. I didn't kit mine up. What? Okay, where? I know I kitted it up. Must be some. No, I didn't. My floss is all sitting in here. I didn't kit it up. So the bag is, this is my bag I'm using. Danielle made the grime guard for us. And I am doing mine on chocolate milk. It's 28 Lugana chocolate milk, fabrics by Stephanie. I don't think I kitted it up in a floss box. I don't know why not. So this is the fabric I will be using. Chocolate milk. Pretty. So again, if you want to know more about the 12 and 12, go watch Pam and Stephanie. The bag stinks. I don't know why. Okay. So the next projects that I will be showing you are the Hades that I started years ago. I didn't put them on my WIP board this year, and I never stitched on them at all this year. They were not on my list to stitch on. They are coming out Saturday. I will be stitching on an hour on each one. Some of them I did have as a PDF, but it's stuck on an older computer, so I don't have the PDF to put into my pattern keeper. I only have the paper chart. Some of them I was able to find the PDF, but other than that, I have to use the paper pattern. And these are all on my WIP board for next year. So this is Story Keep Butterflies Galore. And this was actually a paper chart, not a PDF. Story Keep Butterflies Galore by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And mine's done on 25 count fabric. It is stained a little bit at the top. I do have quite a bit more to do on her. But yeah, so she'll get an hour on Saturday. And she is on the WIP board at least once. I think she's on there twice. Most everything on my WIP board is on there twice. I don't know why the traffic is so loud tonight. So I can actually put this in the Hade box, the Hade bin. This one is a PDF that I got years ago. I was able to get it to put on my pattern keeper, but I have to go through it and mark off what I already did. So this is Faces of Fairy 66 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She's got a little black cat. And there's feathers in her hair. It's up above the cat. It looks funny. She's got feathers. And again, 25 count fabric. And that's all I have done on her. But I am going to work this on Pattern Keeper. And this is 1/1. I only do 1/1 full cross on Hades, 25 count. 1/1. These do not have project bags. Okay, this one is a Randall Spangler. It was a stitch-along in 2013, and it's called Literate Dragon. Isn't it cute? I love Randall Spangler. This is on 25 count, 1/1. And I have that much done. I think page 1 is done. And yes, he's coming out on Saturday. I will work on him. I do not have this for Pattern Keeper. I only have the printed. I had it as a PDF, but again, this is stuck in my old computer. So I don't have this for Pattern Keeper. Isn't he? I know, he is adorable. I love Randall Spangler. This one is a stocking that I am doing for my oldest son. We all have Christmas stockings except for Justin. This is Stocking Treasure Dragon, artwork by Miles Pinckney. It is on 25 count, 1/1. And I do now have this on Pattern Keeper, so I have to go through and mark off what I've already stitched. But I have only that much done. But yeah, it's going to look like that. Stocking Treasure Dragon. You can see all the treasures at the bottom, and the dragon is standing over it all. So I have a little bit of the top of it done. And I think when I'm all done stitching it, I'm going to put his name. I'm going to stitch his name up at the top. And he is on my WIP Go next year. And I will be stitching this on Saturday. Another Jasmine Beckett Griffith that was a stitch-along. I would love this as Pattern Keeper. Again, it was a PDF stuck on my old computer. This is Rapunzel. It's a story keep. It was a stitch-along. So I don't have a lot done. This is so much detail and so much, it's so confetti heavy. Look at that. That's all I have done on it so far because it's so confetti heavy. So I need to get back to this. This is on here. Is this on Saturday? Yeah, this is on my list for Saturday, and it's also on my WIP Go board. And last but not least is Boo by Randall Spangler. This I have as a paper chart. I would love this as a PDF. This is by Randall Spangler. Again, like I said, isn't that so cute? Love his dragons. Absolutely love them. And I have hardly anything done. This is on 25 count. That's all I have done on it. That's it. Yep. Not much. Not much. So those are everything that I have started. for my WIP Parade, for what I will be stitching on next year. And some of these I will be stitching on this Saturday. Another thing I will be stitching on Saturday that will be a new start. Hold on. I am nowhere near done done with this live stream. Where'd it go? Here. Okay, so for another new start that I'm doing Saturday is the Mystery Boo Crew. That was a stitch along by Fat Quarter Shop. Was the Boo Crew. Do I have a finished picture of it? Boo Crew. No, I don't even have it all printed up. What? I need to print up the rest. I only have part 1, release 2, and release 3. I don't have release 4. I don't have the EW. So it says Boo Crew. And I am doing mine on Blackberry Latte by Grace Notes Fabrics. This is 28 count Lugana. It's a lavender type. It's a lavender color. So that's the other new start I will be doing Saturday. Okay. New starts next year. Now, as you know, it's called Start All the Things next year. Just start them all. So Amanda went a step further and said, let's start something new every single Saturday and every single Sunday of next year. Let's see how many of us can actually do that. Now, my goal is to start a new HAID every month or a new full coverage. So I have a few that are not HAIDs, but most of them are HAIDs. I plan on doing one a month. How well I do, we will see. I do have 3 that I am starting in January. So I'm not starting one, I don't know. Yeah. We're supposed to be doing Quick Stitch Lawn-Tailed Snowy, I think in February, but I'm not real sure. February is the only one I don't have anything. I had it written down, but I don't know if that's when we're starting it. So I'm going to end up with $14 new HAIDs started. So I'm going to show you what they look like. I have them all on Pattern Keeper, except for one. So this one, I believe I'm starting in September. I do not have this as a PDF. I would love this as a PDF. It's called Autumn Cat Magic by Melissa Dawn. Isn't that cute? And I think I wanted to start this in September. Let me see. And I do all my HAIDs in full coverage on 25 count. Yeah, I want to start this September. Okay. And I just realized one chart that I'm doing as a stitch along. I don't think I have right here, but that's okay. So that is one of them. I'm not going to tell you what months I'm starting all of these because I don't remember it. I have to keep looking at the paper. Are we ready? Okay. January 1st, I am starting Chessie. By Ash Evans. This is Chessie. I will be starting him. Hi, Chris. So that is a stitch along on this channel starting January 1st. I may do a live stream that day starting it. Kitty Heaven, I am starting January 8th. This is with Jen's World of Stitches. This is a stitch along for her. And the artwork is by Amy Stewart called Kitty Heaven. It's a craft room, and there are cats all over in the craft room. And this is huge. Okay. I'm also starting this, I believe, January 7th. This is called Magic Study. And the chart design is by Michelle Sayeda, who owns Heaven and Earth Designs. Look at that. So I am doing this with Kaya. And I believe Jen is doing this with us. So, yeah, doing that. Sometime, like I said, I think it's February, we are doing Quick Stitch Lawn-Tailed Snowy. And the artwork is by Annie Rodriguez. It's the same one that I'm doing Rosie. It's the same artist of Rosie. I'm doing, this is called Spider's Queen. I saw a Flosstuber doing this. And I'm like, oh my God, I had to buy it. The artwork is by Little Fairy Art. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. I want to do this one so bad. Spider's Queen. Now you know why I told you guys to have a notebook ready and a pad of paper with pencil or pen. Spider's Queen. Then this month, I want to do this. This is by Pain Free Crafts. This was a freebie on a Facebook group I'm in. It's a full coverage Facebook group. There's 4 different companies. Pain Free Crafts, Charting Creations, I think, and there's 2 other companies. They have a couple freebies on there. This is one of them. It's called Finish and Touch. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Oh my God, you guys. I love this so much. This is another freebie on that Facebook group. It's called Winter Harvest by the Cross Stitch Studio. Winter Harvest by the Cross Stitch Studio. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love this so much. So yes, there is a ton of free patterns out there. This one I just purchased for the Christmas sale. It's called Simply Meant to Be. Artwork is by Sherry Gerhardt, and it is a Haid. Look at it's Jack and Sally and Zero. Oh my God, I love Jack and Sally. I had to do this, so I added this. I saw a Flosstuber showing this on their channel, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go get that. So it automatically went in my cart, and I waited for the sale. Yes. Then I want to do this. It's Ornament the Enchanted Christmas Snowman by Donna Gelsinger. It is a Haid. Look at that snowman. Oh my God, he's so freaking cute. And then I want to do this one next year. It is Quick Stitch Lavender Roses by Carrie Hawks. Look at her. Ah, yes. I want to do that so bad. She's so cute. This is another one by Pain Free Crafts. I did purchase this one. I purchased this like the beginning of this year. And it's called I'm Late by Rodney Matthews. And it's like the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. I love it. And it will be heart shaped. So anything that you see up here around the heart, that is not stitched. And then lastly, I want to do another one by Annie Rodrigue. It is Quick Stitch Brown Tailed, what's his name? Brown Tailed Sunshine. And that's another Annie Rodrigue. So those are all the Hades that I want to start. Pain Free Crafts, any of those I want to start next year. Now I will show you some of my other starts for next year. How we doing on time? Yeah, it is. It's fun and quirky. Okay, so January 1st starts Part of Your World Stitch Along. This is by Story Stitches, and it starts January 1st. You get the frame January 1st. It says each part of the pattern will be released on the first day of the month at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time as follows. This starts January 1st of 2023, and the last room you will get is March of 2024. I do not know what it's going to look like, but it is all the characters and scenes from Disney's The Little Mermaid. So I am going to start this. They suggest stitching this on a green or a purple. So yeah, I will be starting this. I believe I have it written down. I'm not starting mine until the 7th. Okay, I was wrong on some dates. So I'm starting this on January 7th. I'm not starting that magic book from Hayden until the 14th. So that's a new start. This is part of a craft along, and I can't find that piece of paper. There it is. It's a craft along starting in September with Yorkshire crafter who is Julie. It's called Be Kind. So it's any craft as long as it has the word be kind in it. So starting sometime in September, I am doing this one. It says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. So I will be stitching this sometime in September. Then this is, I don't know when we're stitching this. This is with Heidi. That is Crafting with Orchid. It's Christmas Cups by Le Petit Croix de Lucci. And you know I'm not saying it right, but this is what it looks like. Christmas Cups. There is a bunch of us that are going to be stitching this. And I think either February or March we're starting this, I believe. Isn't that cute? So I'll be starting that. And oh my gosh, I have a pile here and I don't see the one pattern. I wonder if it's under this. I'm still looking for the one pattern. Let's see, is it here? Nope. So sometime next year, I want to start Carriage House Samplings, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And if you really, really want to get picky about it, Each square could be a new start. The same thing with part of your world stitch along, because there's a frame in 14 rooms. That's 15 new starts. Although it wouldn't be 15 because some of it's going into 2024. But that's how I'm doing some of it. Like when we get the frame, I'm just going to stitch the frame. That's my first start on it. Then each room will be a different start. But yeah, I want to do this so bad. So each square or rectangle could be a new start. I want to stitch up Barbara Anna Designs Spooky Tree. Isn't that cute? Okay, February or March was snowy, opposite dependent on Heidi's fabric for the Christmas teacups. So yeah. I want to start Glendon Place Sleepy Hollow. Love this. I've seen this stitched from a few people. Bella Filipinas Greta Goldbroom. Isn't that cute? She has a lot of patterns I really, really want to do. I know definitely I'm starting the Fab 50. So what you can do is eat this, the gold frame around the whole thing. That can be one start. And then each square can be a new start. So there's how many squares? 35. 35 squares. So there's 36 new starts right there. In April, on April 2nd, I am starting this Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. This is a new start for my birthday. This was a stitch-along last year, the Nightmare Before Christmas stitch-along. So what you can do is the framework is one start, and then each room is another new start. So that's how you can do that with this. I am going to be doing Tale as Old as Time stitch-along. This one started last year and ends this month. And so there's the frame, and so there's 12, 13. There's 16 new starts you can count with this Tale as Old as Time stitch-along. And this is by Story Stitches. Okay. And then in August, there's two stitch-alongs starting. Oh Christmas Tree by Carolyn Manning is, this one I think is Danielle's stitch-along. And they're starting on the 23rd, but I'm waiting till that Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to start this like on one, either Saturday or Sunday. And then this one is with Amanda, and it's Oh Christmas Tea by Erin Elizabeth Designs, which I believe is Shannon Christine's sister-in-law, because they have the same last name. The real last name. So I'm starting this that weekend also. So if you want in on these stitch-alongs, join us. I don't have another chart in front of me. We're starting it in February. It's a stitch-along that I am doing with Tammy. And it is Loads of Love by Shannon Christine. And I don't have that in front of me. That must be in the drawer. I have a file cabinet, and it must be in there because I don't have it right here. So there are those new starts. Now, I have a ton of notifications. I don't know why. Also, for new starts, ornaments are perfect. If you don't want a lot of whips, they stitch up quick. This basket is full of smalls and ornaments. So this is by Stitchy Kitty. I have the Stars and Stripes Kitty Moon that I want to stitch up. So I have 2 starts right there. This was a freebie from Stony Creek. You just pay for the shipping and whatever patterns and floss you need, or fabric. So I have this. I'm just going to show you some of these. This is Charmed Mitten by Mill Hill. All of these will be on part of my new starts. Another freebie from Stony Creek. It's a Merry Christmas. It's the frog. This is Heinzitz, and I have all the buttons or whatever, the charms. There's charms for the word Christmas. I'm doing the word Christmas. What is this one? I don't know. I have this little kit here. It's from Mill Hill. It's Wacky Witch. Wacky Witch. I have another Stitchy Kitty. This one's Christmas Kitty Moon. So I don't know if I have fabric to do both patterns or just do the Kitty Moon. I love the Stitchy Kitty. I don't know if they still have new patterns out or not. I have this cute one. It's Wire Whimsy called Snowman with sunflowers. This is another, this one's Wizards. This is by Janlin Company. This is Santa Snowman. I have a bookmark. I can do something on it. There it is. Another Charmed Mitten by Mill Hill. Another Charmed Mitten by Mill Hill. This one was called Angel Heart. So that's what that one was called. This one is called Snowman's Garden. This is Winter Holiday Rain Dog by Mill Hill. Rain Dog. Another Charmed Mitten. This is Santa's Night. I have Noel Heart. This is the Carolers Ornament by Blackberry Lane Designs. This one will take a while because it's like full coverage. And I'll have to change the year on it. Another Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Winter Series Christmas Village. This is Needlework Shop. I want the whole village. This one's Needlework Shop. Trying to get you so you can see it without the glare. Needlework Shop. This one's Button and Beads Winter Series. This is Gingerbread House. And I love gingerbread houses. This is a Just Nan Filigree Fancies Christmas Morning. Another Just Nan Glorious Weens Holly. Okay. I have this butterfly. It's called Daydream. Actually, it's already stitched. So I just have to cut it and put it together. It's this. It's already stitched. I just have to cut it and put it together. I have a few in here that are already done. This is Homespun Elegances, Bits and Pieces, Delivering Easter. Delivering Easter. And last, Bent Creek Zippies 123 Blackbird. Okay, so that's all my smalls for ornament sizes like that. Then I have all of my Just Cross Stitch Halloween issues. Yeah, I have a ton of the Halloween issues that I already have the fabric for. And I might have fabric already for a couple of Christmas, but I do have what I'm going to be working on first. I have to get some Krynic, but yeah. So I do have to order Krynic. This here, it's the Just Cross Stitch Halloween collection. I am going to be doing on page 33. I don't want to show you the chart, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. Hold on. There, that'll work. Want to do that. Halloween wreath. And I have the fabric for that. The fabric is Picture This Plus 28 count Lugana called Cauldron. So it's pretty. And I have Voodoo 28 count Lugana for page 6. Page 6. This is a Spirited Mandala. I believe it's Ink Circles. Yes, it is. This one is by Ink Circles, so it's just like that Fire Burn and Cauldron Bubble I did. And the fabric's called Voodoo. I have that. And this is by Picture This Plus. Also, the color is Haunted 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus, 47. So it's this pattern, this picture here. And the last one for this book, the color is Prink 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus, page 24. 24. And the pattern is called Knock Knock. Oops, I don't want you to see that. Knock Knock. So that's for this issue. And the zipper broke on this. I have the Roveris. That's why I couldn't find them. They were in the Halloween. I'm doing more of the Roveris. I already have the fabric. The fabric's all the same as I did the last Halloween on. Yes, I am still on. I told you it was going to be 2 hours. So this one is number R26. Welcome to our web. This is R100. And R117. And it's all being done on that same fabric that the last Halloween piece was. Now, will I get to all of these next year? Who knows? I'm going to try. I also have the Just Cross Stitch 2012 Halloween. I have this. And I have fabric. I'm not even good. I still have more. We have only, oh my God. And I need to eat dinner. This fabric's called Monster Mash. It's 32 count Lagana by Picture This Plus. And it's being done on page 23. And no, I probably won't get to all of these, but I would like to. I think this is also ink circle. Yep, this is another one that's ink circle. Another mandala. And this is the fabric called Monster Mash. You put laundry. Okay. You started dinner. This color is called Dusk. It is 28 count Lugana. It's called Dusk. And this is getting put on page 70. Is it 78 or 18? 78. Witch's Hat. It's the Witch's Hat. Isn't that pretty? I know Amanda would like that. Okay. The next piece of fabric is Gothic 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus. It's Gothic. And this is going on 57. This Witch's Brew. Then I have this fabric's called Echo, 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus, page 43. It's called Halloween Pumpkin. And then the last one in here, this is Monster Mash again. Oh, I had 2 pieces of Monster Mash. That one was 32 count. This one's 28 count Lugana by Picture This Plus and page 23. No, I already showed you that. I got 2 pieces of this. That's funny. Okay, I don't need to stitch it twice. So, yeah. I must not have realized I already had it and I bought more. So, let's scribble that out. I have an extra piece of fabric. Yeah, I wonder why I did that. Because I ordered that Oh my gosh, when did I order that? In 2012. So see, I must not have realized I had already ordered it, and I ordered it again last year. So, yeah. That was stupid. We'll find a use for it. We'll put all this fabric back in this bag. And that's it. I have more fabric, more Halloween issues I can show you, and I'm not going to. Danielle says, Flosstube number 1246 in 2033. We will see. I'm just going to pop this up there so you guys can see this. This is what Danielle says. We're going to enjoy the process. So there is that. I have fabric for something in the annual Halloween issue from September, October 2011. I have this in here, but no fabric. Oh, I do have a piece of fabric. This issue here, the 2016, there's a piece of fabric in the page for this. I have fabric for not pulling this all out. I need to go eat dinner. We'll be here all night. I have 2014 issue. See, I had two pieces of that Monster Mash for the same piece. No, I don't need that. I have the 2020 issue in fabric, a bunch of fabric. So see, I'm not short-handed on anything. I have enough of these to keep me going for a long time. I have another issue with fabric. Lots of fabric. Look at this bag is chock full of fabric. This is the 2021 Halloween issue. And each piece of fabric tells what it's for, what page it's going for. Yeah, that's called organized. And this issue is the 2015 issue. I am doing it on perforated plastic. Perforated paper and perforated plastic. I don't know why they called it. Well, this says 14 mesh plastic canvas, but I know back in the day it was called plastic, perforated plastic. But yeah, the 2015 issue. So I have a couple things in here. It's endless, you guys, endless. I don't need to buy anything. Nobody needs to send me anything. And then for another Halloween piece, it's the primitive hair. And I don't know if I can fit both pieces on here or if I'm just doing the Witch Queen. I think I'm doing the Witch Queen. And it's on Old Salem linen, 30 count. So yeah, that's all the Halloween stuff. And I want to do so much next year of Christmas because I didn't do hardly any Christmas this year. I did a ton of Halloween. And as you can see, I still have a ton of Halloween to do. So the only thing I really need to buy next year is some more 25 count Lugana for my aids and floss. Because do I need to buy more charts? Hell no. That's not even everything. Oh my God. Yeah, that's it for today because I can't do anymore. I need to go fix dinner. Oh my gosh, my heads. Yeah, it's a mess in here again. I got piles and piles and piles. So, if you want to stitch any of those with me, just tell me. I'm stitching this with you and I'll let you know when I'm starting them. But yeah, it will keep me busy next year. It will keep me very busy. I don't even remember what this was for. Oh man, it was for a Halloween one because I needed braid. I have an extra piece of Monster Mash for something else. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you all for coming in. I hope that you enjoyed this. And yes, I'm crazy. I will see you all next Tuesday. I might be coloring. I know I will be showing my finishes that I colored this year. And I will be talking about some of the color alongs for January. So that will be Tuesday. And then Thursday's Flosstube. I'm thinking I'm either going to do a video or a live stream, a pop-up live for me starting Chessie. It probably would be a good way to start the new year is to do a pop-up live sometime that day. It probably will be mostly in the morning because I do a turkey dinner for me and my husband always on New Year's Day. Monday morning, do not count on a morning video because it will be the New Year's Day parade. New Year's Day parade, whenever New Year's Day is on a Sunday, they do not have the parade until Monday morning. I will be sitting, stitching, and watching the parade. And I also I usually take down all the ornaments off the tree, the lights. I put all my Halloween stuff away on January 1st. So I'm not sure if I'm going to still do that on the 1st or while watching the parade on the 2nd. But that is what is going on. If you want to know dates when I'm starting some of this stuff, some I have no clue. Some I know, some dates I don't know. I do have my new crafty planner. I am ready for next year. My WIP board is done. And the numbers were called number 6 and number 10. I did not number my WIP board till after the WIP numbers were picked because I wanted to use Chessie as the first number picked and Kitty Heaven as the second number picked. And then I put the numbers all on the rest. And they're not in order. I do not have the numbers in order. I use the wheel. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, it's going to be crazy busy. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah. I am on TikTok. I do show what I'm listening to in books or reading and stitching for the day. They're short videos. But that is it. I hope you all have a happy New Year's and we will start stitching out the year great. Let's all have fun. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support I've gotten from you guys all through this year. I will see you all next year. Bye-bye.